I want every one of you to remember these three words. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be.
A servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. We are live and we are direct this very morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. And we start this very day by making it abundantly clear that the greatest enemy of a black man is the way that we reason. If not that the way we reason is very, very abhorrent, there is no need or reason why we should be suffering and complaining every blessed day without the courage to do something about it.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you for joining us. Please like and share the program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. I am here to share with you information on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As you all know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appeared in the court on emergency. And we have to follow up and bring you updates on what transpired. I want you to pay attention to this very program that I'm about to play. You are going to see the review and the information on what happened in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as he emergency appeared in court when we are not expecting. While we were expecting him to come on 16th, all of a sudden we saw him in the court and the cross-examination of the witness continues. So we are bringing the updates so that you can be able to know how far things are going. Remember, our cause is to pursue Biafra self-determination. It is either Biafra or nothing. There is no going back. It doesn't matter what they say, how they say it. No matter the plans they do, their strategies, they can never overcome the Biafrans. We will continue to follow them bomber to bomber until the Supreme Leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is released unconditionally. Now, let us watch closely and see what transpired in the court. Please like and share as you watch. Let's watch and hear.
It don't happen, no. It don't happen. Nnamdi Kanu at last. Today be on the 13th of June 2025. Make una call here waiting happen for court today. This one are the full details. What you need to know about waiting happen for inside court today. Not be waiting and fear explain with my mouth give you. Listen to the end so you understand everything they go for inside this background here. But waiting so worry, court talk for inside this video that shock many Nigerians. If you come across this video, I beg, help me to share this video. Help me to spread the video so that other Nigerians, so if they never see the updated about waiting happen for inside court today. Be on Friday, 13th of June. About this man, Nnamdi Kanu case. We'll see the updated. But I'll just watch the video and I'll come back to the next video.
Smuggled a radio transmitter into the country, concealing it within household items to evade detection. Testifying as a fourth prosecution witness, an operative of the DSS told the court that the transmitter was brought into Nigeria without declaration to the Nigeria Customs Service. Our senior reporter Celestine Iria has details.
Led in evidence by the prosecution counsel Adegboyega Awomolo, the witness stated that Kanu used the transmitter to incite violence and broadcast secessionist messages against the Nigerian state. The court admitted in evidence a certified copy of the search warrant issued by the Ihiala Chief Magistrate Court on October 28, 2015 on a Benjamin Madubagu, whose residence was used to keep the transmitter. A video recording showed Kanu inspecting the smuggled transmitter was also tendered and admitted, despite initial objections by the defense team led by Onechi Biazu. In the video played in open court, Kanu was allegedly seen praising the transmitter as a game changer and referring to it as a nuclear weapon for Biafra. He also reportedly warned residents of the southeast not to defy IPOB's sit-at-home order scheduled for May 31, 2021, threatening violence against violators. According to the DSS witness, From my investigation, the broadcast directly contributed to economic paralysis in the southeast as it followed the enforcement of IPOB's sit-at-home order by the militant wing of the Eastern Security Network (ESN). The prosecution tendered a flash drive containing 18 video clips and 16 radio broadcasts attributed to Kanu, which the court admitted into evidence. Additionally, the statement of Benjamin Madubagu was presented to the court, wherein he admitted that Kanu did not provide any custom documentation for the imported transmitter. The court also admitted a publication from Vanguard newspaper in which an alleged ESN member claimed that Kanu ordered the collection of 2,000 human heads for burial rites, although only 30 were reportedly obtained. While the defense team objected to the admissibility of the newspaper article, the court admitted it along with a certificate of compliance. The prosecution further applied for the court to inspect the container that housed the transmitter and other related items, which was located at the DSS facility. The request was granted without objection. Presiding Judge Justice James Omotosho ruled that the court would visit the DSS premises to inspect the container. He emphasized that the court is duty-bound to examine all evidence thoroughly in pursuit of justice. The court moved to the DSS facility and the transmitter was admitted into evidence. The matter was adjourned to 18th June for continuation of hearing.
There's an Igbo problem in Nigeria. That's why they are holding Nnamdi Kanu.
What's your take on
for asking
Nnamdi
for
Kanu's detention?
And then we are rehabilitating Boko Haram commanders. He said 120,000 of them have surrendered with foreign currency in their hand. And you have rehabilitated them. But one guy who says, we want justice, we don't want to stay in Nigeria, you are holding him perpetually, using the judiciary or judicial, subterfuge to keep the trial. Everybody who knows what they are doing understand that it's not a judicial matter.
So Nnamdi is essentially a political prisoner.
He's a political hostage. Well, I'll call him not a political because he may not. Whomever is in power, except me, will keep him in jail.
So do you think that Igbos generally are endangered species in Nigeria? Going back what you just narrated.
The truth, that's the truth. Nigeria did not forgive Igbos since the end of the Civil War.
What did they do?
Because they challenged the real estate of the British called Nigeria. So, and they didn't forgive them since then. So everything has been done after that. We know this is the unspoken truth about the country called Nigeria, that they did not forgive Igbos for the Civil War.
The Igbos were the victims and they have forgiven the victims. So why is it difficult for the victors to...
You are preaching to the choir.
And because he had mentioned once that, in an interview once, he had mentioned that the Igbos will never be president of Nigeria. That is a perpetual, narration to keep the Igbos where they are.
Yeah, so no, it's not about even the presidency. If they find an Igbo man that is malleable, that can work in their interest, they can make him president if he doesn't have any power. You can be a president of Nigeria and not have the powers of the president. When they wanted to destroy the landmark, who was the minister in charge? It's not an Igbo man.
And Moka is Igbo speaking, also fighting.
It's easier for them to use an Igbo man to carry out. If it was done by a Yoruba man, the uproar would have been worse. But you find an Igbo minister of works to help you demolish Igbo businessmen. You say, can't you see them? So it's easier that way. It's manipulation. It's how Nigeria manipulates people. But I'm not saying that if he was a Yoruba minister, he cannot demolish. They will do it too. It's easy. Anybody could have done it as long as there's an agreement to do it. Because beyond just ethnicity, there's also an elite conspiracy against Nigerian people. So an average poor person is endangered. But you are likely more endangered if you have committed a generational crime against the Nigerian real estate. Owned
by being an Igbo man.
Of course. That's the truth. That's why you were saying, oh, you are Yoruba man. If, based on what I say, they even tell me I'm not Yoruba enough. But I'm of mixed heritage. There's a part of me that is Ijo.
Okay.
But we are the Ijo-speaking Yorubas. We're the Yoruba-speaking Ijos in Ondo State.
Okay.
So they call us Ijo Apoy.
Ilaje area?
No, it's Ilaje. So we're next to Ilaje.
Okay.
But my great-grandparents came from Yoruba side of things. But the stream that Shore is named after is in Ijebu. waterside, because that's how they came. So, but, you know, I don't speak to people based on ethnicity. I don't define myself based on my ethnic heritage, even though I do not deny it. But because it underlies our humanity to be assigned an ethnic position before you can be respected. Are you getting my point? Or before your views can carry on, so you have to be a Yoruba man. And then it was, oh.
So we've had
Here
Rwanda.
Comes one of them.
We've had Rwanda manage the same ethnic issue in their country with the Tutsi thing after years of genocide. Are you sure they
managed it?
Well, to a reasonable extent. They have to
manage it through genocide. And Nigeria
after also, genocide management.
So this is what you should understand.
Okay.
Nigeria also managed the Igbo problem through genocide. 4 million Igbos.
So yeah, I was coming to that.
Is that not genocide? But you know the problem I have sometimes even with some of our people is that the same people who shot and killed them are more popular in their midst than those who support their rights. The Obasanjos of this world are embraced as authentic people, but these are the people who went and used third commando to massacre Igbos. What did they name this airport after? Murtala Mohammed, one of the most notorious killers of Igbos. Buhari, they kill Igbos. Danjuma, they kill Igbos. Gowon, they kill Igbos. But they even love them more than they love those of us who are fighting. People challenge me that they hate me because I support Nnamdi Kanu. And I said, so be it. Because I know that I'm supporting justice. And I cannot support injustice because I want political favors from a country. If you want to keep carrying out genocide of political nature or continuation of it, you can go ahead. Keep voting for the criminals who are perpetrating it. Let the forest be voting for the acts because the handle is from one of them.
Okay. Yeah, I said something. I would like you to touch more on it. I mean, the Igbos were the victims. Now they are forgiving the victors. There is no place you don't find the footprints of Igbos across the length and breadth.
That's why I say you are preaching to the choir. It's not, Igbos are not only in Nigeria, they're all over the world. I went to Alabama in the US, and the only pharmacist there is an Igbo man. Selma, Alabama. You've heard about Selma.
Yeah.
It's one of the homes of the civil rights movement, where they cross that Petra Bridge.
Exactly.
Igbo man is there. Most likely that's what you find in every community in the US. Igbos are distributed all over the world. There's this urban legend that if Igbos cannot live in a place, the place is not livable. There was a time a New York Times reporter came to Gamboru Ngala after Boko Haram sacked the place. The only person they found there who was not a Boko Haram member was an Igbo pharmacist. So what are you doing here? I said, well, somebody has to treat them. He was that courageous not to stay there. So I'm saying all these things so that you can understand that I understand probably more consciously better than most people do. And that informed the reason I can speak categorically about the victimization of Igbo. Otherwise, it is a taboo. Politically, it is incorrect to say that Igbos are victimized by an average Nigerian.
Okay.
All right. So let's move
because
straight.
Nobody wants to hear the truth. And when you say, if somebody is watching me and I get out of this, what's your problem now? Leave these Igbo people alone. You understand? That is the truth. But I cannot, my conscience cannot allow me to accommodate the genocide of 3 million people, 4 million people, and then the continuation of that denunciation of the existence through persecution in which the Nigerian state is carrying out, either through Landmark or Nnamdi Kanu or, look, I told a story, I think it was on a Honest Punch, that in this country, there was a time they were beheading Igbos, putting their heads in calabash and putting on the trains going east.
Do you think that's what's happening in the East right now? Speaking about militarization of the East.
Pogrom, you understand? And that's why they're doing it. It's what they're doing. When we did August, what did we ask for? Demilitarization of the East and release of Nnamdi Kanu was one of our demands. But it was the most denounced demands, even by human rights people. They told us, no, don't include Kanu in your demands. Otherwise, we will not join you. Because Nigeria has been made to believe that a crime committed against Igbo doesn't fall under human rights abuse.
So let's speak about that crime against Igbo, because a popular, I think I read in your paper recently.
And unfortunately also, the Ohanese people said they should not join the protests, that they are negotiating with Tinubu. They even said that he will release him for Christmas gift, as if he's a Christmas goat.
All right, so speaking about this militarization of the Southeast, recently I read in your platform, a popular media mogul, owner of a media platform in Lagos State, was dehumanized in the Southeast. He was traveling through Anambra State to Asaba Airport, and he was accosted. He and about 3 DSS officials were accosted by military personnel who, dehumanized them, told them to lie on the floor, in fact, told them they were going to shoot at them, told them that they were IPOB. Do you think there has been accusations that most of the people killed in the Southeast in the guise of IPOB are really not IPOB?
Exactly.
But they were killed by military. Do you think that this is exactly what's happening?
These guys are burning down villages, Nigerian army. They are burning down villages. Like, if you are 17 years old in the East, you carry any kind of hairstyle and you run into a military checkpoint, you are automatically targeted. It's profiling.
Oh, wow.
You understand? But go to Katsina. Listen to this before we end this broadcast. The government in Katsina said a whole local government with tons of bandits have only 5 policemen in their area. They have only 1 vehicle, no military. But there are bandits all over the place. Why is it that banditry and terrorism in the north is treated with kid gloves, and people who are asking for what is recognized by the United Nations as self-governance, the request for self-governance, is treated as a crime against the state? But terrorism is not treated the same way in the East.
Biafra, okay, me a nanya. You got that good? It's like all day. You got that good? I want PA. Oh, we got to do. I'll do.
After watching this video, now you understand very well what we mean when we say that Nigeria is irredeemable. When we call for the disintegration of Nigeria, you will now understand. There is no plan and there is no way Nigeria will survive in the dish that it is today. And Nigeria continues to deepen into more failure, into more disaster, into more insecurity, and into more economic instability. The earlier we begin to think wisely and focus on the solution, which is disintegration, the better for all of us. It is not a selfish request. It is not just about the Biafran. It is about humanity. If you want to save humanity, you must support the disintegration of the contraption called Nigeria. Divide the country along people that have same value system. People that have same value system. The Oduduwa people, the Middle Belt, the Northerners, and the Southeastern and the Biafrans. That is the only solution. No matter how you try to run away from it, it will continue to haunt you. Thank you, and let's keep watching. Go to comment section and share your comments.